Okay, we slam a Daretti. Blow up land. So, okay, everything goes. We got the color. What up, Council? I'm the Underdog, and welcome back, baby. What are we doing today? I love this card, the Extinguisher Battleship. Kind of a land destruction card, kind of a board wipe. So there's a little bit of everything. And we got Daretti, which doesn't see a lot of play. So I wanted to build a deck where we can toolbox with Repurposing Bay and use Daretti to cheat out the Battleship as quick as possible. So the Battleship is an 8 mana artifact spacecraft, but we're rarely going to be casting it. When this spacecraft enters, destroy target non-creature permanent, then the spacecraft deals 4 damage to each creature, and then you can crew it up or station it up for 5. It turns into a 10/10 flample. So if it works perfectly with Daretti. So Daretti, it won't kill Daretti. So early game, what we want to do is we want to like bin, we want to use a Melded Moxite, bin the Extinguisher Battleship, and then cast Daretti, sacking the Moxite to bring back the Battleship. It doesn't kill Daretti, and then we can tap Daretti to crew this up. So we got a 10/10 flying trampler. So that's like the quick and easy way to cheat it out. But we're in Izzet colors, and I tried to not make this a synthesizer deck, but it's just, it felt like I was doing the deck a disservice and just making the deck worse by not playing it. So I had to throw it in there. It just felt, it was too janky and non-competitive enough. So I threw this in here, to make this. It's the best thing you can be doing if you're running blue and artifacts in most decks. So we got Synthesizer in here, and then we also got Repurposing Bay. So the deck has some staying power. So, we can toolbox into the Battleship. So we got a couple Valkyrie aerial units, which works perfectly with Repurposing Bay to toolbox into the Battleship. We got the Fire Crystal, of course, so we can give all of our synth tokens haste. We got this new sweet little artifact trinket, the Cryogen Relic, draws a card, perfect for sacrificing with Daretti. If you have one of these in the graveyard, let's say you don't have your Battleship out, you can just you can play Daretti, sack one of these, get another one back. You're then drawing 2 cards. You're kind of like refilling the hand. We got Brass's Tunnel Grinder in here. Bin your entire hand if you're not stoked with it. Get the Battleship out there. Toolboxing with Warmaker's Gunship. Sacrificing one of these, pick off something the opponent has. And then like a Solemn Simulacrum. And just a one of Transmutation Font. This is another way to cheat out the Battleship. The deck doesn't rely totally on this, but I figured it fits the curve kind of nicely. 4, 5, and then we got our 7s into our 8s. And so with this, you can create tokens and then sack 3 artifact tokens with different names. You could sack a construct and like a blood token and a clue token to get out your Battleship that way. And then the nice thing with the synthesizer and the Battleship is you usually have enough artifacts out that when you bring out your Battleship, it's kind of like a one-sided board wipe. All your constructs tokens stay alive, and you can also trigger the ETB effect to come before you make the construct token. So if, like, let's say it's your first construct token, you can wipe the board and then have the synth trigger so that it doesn't kill the synth token if you don't have enough artifacts and the constructs aren't big enough. So it's a pretty sweet list. New spin off Synthesizer and Repurposing Bay, and just wanted to really try something different. So without further ado, let's jump into the games and see how the toolbox Battleship does on the battlefield. Stick around. At the end, I'll go over my thoughts on this deck, the stats, and what I think about the competitive nature of this one. All right, let's jump into the games. Peace. And if we get to 3rd land, which is the story of my life, okay, that's good. We can bin everything. Let's start over again with the Tunnel Grinder. Okay, are we just up against blue-white control? If we are, I'm going to be so sad. Yeah, I think we are. Yikes. Would have been everything but the Thundering Falls. One, two, three. Not very good. Okay, so we do have a Daretti. I don't think this gunship's really going to do much, but we really want to draw a Cavern of Souls. Been you. So we'll try the Repurposing Bay next turn. It gets countered for sure. Then if there are 3 or more... Okay, so we need to descend. Okay. So descend has to go from... Each time a permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere. So... Let's see. If it's just a regular counter spell, we will descend. And it is. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna get extra value next turn. Two is useless. Yeah, we get the Discover. I mean, I could have cast this out and hoped for something bigger. But this puts, like, double pressure. Huge. Absolutely huge. But, I mean, for sure they're running Ultima. I like the Relic. Actually, I like both of these. So, like, even if they Ultima next turn... Yeah, I think we wait, because I think it's likely they Ultima next turn. Like, they activate this, they gain the 4 life, they Ultima, but then we can start over again. We have 4, 5... Okay, this is actually perfect. We have 7 mana, so we could Relic... and hit the Daretti. Like, we could obviously sack to get another synthesizer, but I mean, they're Jeskai control, they gotta be running Ultima. But maybe they save their Ultima until they're under more pressure. Okay. Let's go blue. Blue. Relic. Okay, maybe we gotta force the issue. think this puts lethal pressure on them, so they have to Ultima now. We don't really need you. They're good gaming us, which means Ultima's coming down next turn. But then we're going to blow up one of their lands. Okay, 1 mana, so we'll go blue, blue, Cryogen Relic. Alright, let's party. Let's freaking party, dude. Put in hand. We're gonna take the battleship, and we're gonna sack this. We're gonna blow this up. And they scoop. Yes. We keep these. Forsaken Miner. Okay. Melded Moxite. Bin you. Another miner. Bolt Caller, okay. Alright, we drop the bay. We're in a pretty decent spot. Because next turn we're gonna Daretti. You can go. I mean, they're gonna get a lot of sack value. They haven't shown us white though, so they're not on RTP. But hopefully no sap. No sap, okay. Damn, we're down to 3. Okay, we slam a Daretti. Blow up land. So, okay, everything goes. We got the color. No, and it gets exiled too. Oh, ouch. Oh no. Okay, so we'll be... Alright, let me think. So first... we get the synthesizer. I think... we want an untapped land, so we can play out as many... out as many artifacts as possible. Okay, nice. Then we drop you. Okay. Bring you back. Sack you. Yeah, we deal the 4 damage first. Blow up another land. I mean, they really just kind of need like a Sephiroth, right? Then we might as well crew up. Oh no, they have Exacxies, right? Oh no, because they can't, because they've already warped it out. They've already warped it out. Okay, I think we're gonna get there. I think we're gonna get there. All right. The gunship. I don't know what else they could have. They could like sack to draw 2 cards. Yeah, Corrupted Conviction. Okay. I mean, it's GG then. We party. Yeah. GG. At 1. There you go. Okay. Basri. Probably Boros tokens. Interesting. Maybe they're gonna flash in some tokens on our end step. Okay, we hit a land, thank God. So we want Synthesizer to find the next untapped land. Okay, Sunset Strike Master. Okay, pray for an untapped land. It's a tap land, but it's a land. We can just play another synth. Another Strike Master. I like this card. It doesn't see a lot of play. It's not great in a lot of decks. I feel like Big Red, it's a great shell for Big Red. Okay. Up to Synthesizer. We just want an untap land. Nope. Maybe they got a braid. No braid. Okay, we'll go here. Combat trick? What do you got? Down to 7. Nothing? Alright, I think it's just gotta be the Solemn. So it might be safe to attack, but let's just play it safe. I mean, we basically win next turn and we slam a Daretti. I mean, see what they got. What do you got, Ulrich? Imagine they're playing Ultima. Okay, they're not playing Ultima, so this on Goblin. This should be GG. Yes. Or maybe they got a way to exile my graveyard. Let's get rid of... Doesn't really matter. We'll get rid of you. Oh! Okay. Was not expecting that. So it's not even... They got indestructible and lifelink, so there's no point in swinging in. I guess we crew you up. No attacks. GG? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, aristocrats it is. Drop the Moxite. Bin one of you. Okay. Infestation Sage. Okay, do we... I think we might want to get the Bay out. Other option is... No, we can just work our... Will we survive to turn 5, though? I mean, they haven't put a ton of pressure on us just yet. You know what? I think we get a synth out. Goblin. Yeah. If we can scry into a land, we can double spell next turn. Let's go like this. Yeah, let's go like this. Then we can cast the Jewel and the Lattice, hopefully draw into a land. Okay, Voice of Victory, yikes. Start with the Lattice. Bin the Battleship. Okay, sick. We get a land. We hit the Jewel. So at a minimum, we can at least Repurposing Bay into a removal spell. Okay, out comes Seth. Yikes. I'm gonna take a bunch. But if we draw untap land, we're pretty much cooking because we just Windmill Slam a Daretti. Okay, the Color. Ouch. I think they're gonna flip Seth. It's gonna make it hard. Yeah, so they'll sack these 3. Seth will flip. But if we can get the Battleship, we can smoke one of their lands. Oh, it's a tap land. Okay, so... Alright, that's okay though. We can remove Seth. And we get a blocker. Oh, we're gonna get 2 blockers. Okay. Okay. We get the gunship, right? Yeah. Okay, we get you out of there. You can go. Alright, so next turn we're in a massive Daretti. I don't think we need to crew you up, do we? No, because you'll just die to Daretti. Alright, we'll pass the turn. Or you'll die to the Battleship. Okay, they can activate the land. And smash with the color, perhaps? Yikes. Okay, so we're gonna take 4 or 5. Okay, so we block you. And then, I mean, if we block this, then next turn, they're just gonna RTP. They get more value. I think we go here. I think we just, do we just lose to the RTP? Oh yeah, you have menace. We can't block you anyways. Okay, so we go like that. We go to 3. So we can kill this land. Alright, Artificer. They're GGing us. Battleship? Hell yeah, dude. Okay, we smoked that. If we crew you up, is that lethal? 16. Oh, we're one shy. Are we one shy? Okay, we go like this. And then go like that. Yeah, we're one shy of lethal, I believe. We could sack the jewel. They scoop. Sick. Hello, is it gamer? Get the jewel out there. Is this some VV shenanigans? Transmutation Font is another way to cheat out the battleship. A little janky though. It takes quite some time. Yeah, okay, so it's just the VV deck. Which at least it gives us a little bit of time to set up. Let's get the Lattice out there. Cavern of Souls might come in handy. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Okay, I just realized that opponent's going to be playing an Agatha Soul Cauldron. It's gonna make our life difficult. Okay, so we're not... We need to find a new way to cheat out our combo, so I don't think we care about you then. And we have Simulacrum Synthesizer, so we got a backup. Okay, Repurposing Bay is nice. So next turn, we can Bay. Alright, they're a little slow too. This is giving us some time to set up. So we can Repurposing Bay into a Synthesizer. Ugh, there goes the VV. They're gonna have bounce spells too. Daretti, I mean, they're just gonna hold out. Well, no, so they're probably gonna do it next turn. So we might be able to Daretti. If they're smart, they'll get rid of our... Leave Daretti there. If they're smart, they'll get rid of our battleship on our turn, and then their turn, they'll VV. Leave it on top, because there's a shot. Right, because they're going to get a creature out, and then they're going to VV. Yeah, here comes Tursa. Or they're going to Soul Cauldron the VV. Probably bounce our synth, too. Great. Out comes the Diddler. Great. So they just need to cast one more non-creature spell, and then we're kind of cooked. Because Tursa will get too big to die. But... oh, I think that might be game. Great. One turn too slow. Perhaps. Yeah, and then they put 4 counters. Yeah, that's GG. Okay. Great. Okay, I started recording late in the video, but we're setting up for a decent one. We got a Daretti online. Okay, I think this is gonna work out. Gun on lands. I guess we'll take you. So let's just play the starting town. Yeah, so we can Daretti next turn. It should be pretty. It should be a pretty big hit. Scavenger. Okay, if they get this confident up big enough. Yeah, they can get it to 5 toughness. Okay, which is just... okay, they're spreading the love, which is huge for us. So... this should get the scoop. Party time? Battleship? Sack you. Okay, first we deal the damage, then we get the token. We'll get you. Then we get the land. And the turn. I don't know what opponent does from here. Okay, they're at 27 though, and they scoop. They scoop it up. Hell yeah. What up, Legend? Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed the games. So, short answer is this one's not a competitive build. I did a couple variations, so I couldn't get... like, I changed the deck list, so I didn't get all the stats under one thing and untapped. I guess I'll show you guys. Yeah, 4 and 5. So this variation went 4 and 5. It's just not super. It's not super competitive. This one is. I'm stamping it as a play queue banger. Super fun list, but it was a couple things. Like, obviously, just going into turn 5, wiping the board is too slow for standard. and it's just not if you're playing it goes in like two different directions, right? So it's like a synthesizer deck or a battleship deck, and you want to be like hyper focused on one or the other, and cheating this out by turn 5 is too slow in standard. So it's a really fun one, and it does some cool things, but just in terms of like competitiveness, it doesn't have the juice. But I like to showcase different decks and trying different things. So I really tried with this one, and when I didn't have the synthesizers and it was solely focused on battleship, it really wasn't competitive. I was really getting my ass handed to me. So just be warned if you're going to take this one onto the ladder that it's struggled. I had some difficulty with it. Battleship, I love this card so badly, but per usual with WotC doesn't make land destruction cards super competitive. You really got to work for it. And I think like a while ago I did the deck where I made copies of the battleship. So I think if you're gonna do land destruction, you got to go all in. You can't just be picking off a random land here and there. You got to go all in, and especially in today's standard, you got to be trying to blow up every single land. Yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on it. Let me know if you've done anything similar to it. I like I love the toolbox decks where you can use Repurposing Bay to go get whatever you need at whatever time. However, going to get a battleship is too cumbersome and too slow, and just not the most competitive thing you can be doing. So I think those are my thoughts. I appreciate the support, y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.